Recording as well. So all kinds of great. Yep, there we go. Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Kristen. Welcome to the Intuitive Wellness Wednesday. We are here with Coach Z from both Bowie Fit Body Bootcamp and Crofton Fit Body Bootcamp.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
That's right, it's evening. You can probably hear his wife, Zoe, Coach Z. She is in the background leading the course as we speak. So if you hear that in the background, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, is what it is to be in a high intensity interval training program. So Coach Z, what can you tell us about you and what it is that you do, and what anyone, whether they're in the intuitive wellness family or not, what they would expect if they came and tried to do a workshop?
Okay, thanks, Tristan. Thank you for having me. So, common question we get is, what can people expect when they arrive here? Or, I haven't worked out in forever, or I've never worked out at all. Is this the appropriate program for me? The answer to all those questions is yes, 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 and yes. So we deal with, first and foremost, everything we do is called HIIT training, which stands for high intensity interval training. And what it is it's short bouts of, as the name suggests, high intensity training where you get your heart rate up with short amounts of recovery. So segments like 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of a break, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of a break. It varies depending on the workout and depending on what the goals are that day.
All right.
In terms of, go ahead.
So if I feel like I'm gonna die, because I'm looking at you and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this guy could bench press me, okay? And I have a hard time bench pressing like this cup of tea. So what I'm hearing you say is I've pretty much got to be able to get in it and stick with it for like 45 seconds to a minute before I get to catch my breath.
Well, listen, that's correct. But we take all fitness levels, okay? So we try to tell people we train 8 to 80. Honestly, probably 14 to 80 in terms of actual age coming into the studio. So the first objective that you have, or anyone has when they want to come work out with us, whether it be Bowie Fit Body or Crofton Fit Body, is you got to show up, right? That's the first thing. Push all the other stuff out of your head, like, am I going to be able to do it? We have certified personal trainers on staff whose responsibility is to get you through the workout safely and making sure that you're doing the forms and things correctly. So what that means for us is maybe you've never worked out before and you don't know what it means to like do curls with a dumbbell, for example. So we're going to not only show you what that form looks like, but we're going to make sure that we're taking you through a pace that's appropriate for you and your fitness level. That might mean that you take more breaks than the person that's been there for the last 6 months. That's okay. We're not trying to run a sprint here. It's a marathon. So we want everyone to really just show up and have fun.
Awesome. Now, what if I've had like a knee replacement or I have back problems and, you're wanting me to do deep knee bends or squats or something like that? How do we work with those challenges if I feel like I'm just not doing well?
Well, that's a good question. So one of the things that we do before you ever get started is we put together what's called a personal activity readiness questionnaire. Physical activity readiness questionnaire. And what that is a set of medical questions where we ask you what your medical history has been. Do you have a torn meniscus? Do you have any lower back issues? And the purpose for that is to educate the individuals that are going to be training you what they need to look out for when you're on the floor. So for example, if we're doing an exercise that requires some tension around your lower back, and we know that you have a history of back issues, we're either going to give you a modification, which all the exercises have, or we're going to just swap out that exercise totally for something that you can do. So in our studio, for example, we have people who are 17 years old working right beside someone who's 72 years old.
Right.
There's different bodies there, obviously, and there's different strength levels and endurance levels. Actually, the 72-year-olds that are here actually would surprise most people with how fit they are. But it just allows everybody to participate in the same exercise program at their level of fitness, regardless of what your particular issues might be. So we're going to spend a lot of time asking those questions up front.
Okay. And so once I get there, what I'm hearing is we're going to do something for about 45 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to have about 15 seconds to kind of catch our breath. Tell me what the actual exercise is like. How does it go? We hear Coach Z in the background, and you can hear her energy. What would we be seeing if we were there? What's going on?
Okay, so on any given day, you're going to have a set of different exercises. So what you hear right now, today, for example, is a full body workout. What that means is from head to toe, we work at arms, shoulders, chest, legs, thighs, the whole nine. And so on full body days, the focus is a little bit of resistance training, a little bit of cardiovascular work, and a little bit of, shall we say, metabolic training, which is a combination of all those things we talked about earlier. So on another day, we might just be doing cardio, or what we call core cardio. We have upper body only days. We have a fun workout that a lot of the ladies like called guts and glutes, where we come in to focus on exactly what that says, guts and glutes. And so on any given day, the workout is going to be changing. It's never the same workout ever. So you'll see some of the same exercises kind of come around, but never the same workout. So it changes every week. The format changes every week and every month. You're always doing something different. That keeps things fresh.
Right.
I think the other thing that's important to know, so we do a circuit training inside the studio. So right now there are, in Crofton, I believe there are 6 stations, and in Bowie there are 8 stations, somewhere thereabouts, which can change on any given day. So we have sets of individuals that are working their way through those different stations with the direction of the certified personal trainer to make sure it's everything we talked about: having fun, getting the sweat on, raising your heart rate, and before you know it, just when you think, "Oh my God, I can't do it anymore," class is over. So, so most of our folks live anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes away from one of the studios.
Yeah.
So you can start a program at home, an hour long, sitcom or whatever, and be back home before it's over.
Right. I can definitely say, so for anyone from the intuitive family or my friends who have seen this know, I've tried all different kinds of workouts. What I really liked about doing this is exactly that, is I definitely always got my heart rate up. I always left knowing I'd done something. I've gone to the gym and done, different circuit machines. And then I left a little bit patting myself on the back, like, what a champ, you went to the gym. And on the other side saying, did you really do anything? I never felt that way when I left Fitbod. I always knew I've done something. Right when I thought I can't do another thing, it was like, let's cool down. And
Right. So what our vision is just to, we try to treat this like a 5-star restaurant experience for people that are coming in, right? All the trainers are going to know your name by the time you arrive. And if they don't, they'll get to know you very shortly thereafter. And then after that, once you arrive, just like if you show up at that restaurant, your favorite restaurant, everything is set in place and ready to go for you. The menu has already been prepared. You already know what you're going to be doing that day. And all you have to do is sit down and enjoy what's going to happen, and then towel off and work your way out of the building. And we'll take care of everything else from there.
Absolutely. So as you know, with the culture we're trying to build here at Intuitive Wellness is really, taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. What we love about having this professional relationship with you all is you are able to do things for the body that just exceed what we do here. We can get to afterwards. We'll rub you out, but you're getting us in better fitness. What other services do you offer people when they come in there? What else do you get from a fit body experience with you guys?
You said what other services, correct?
Yeah, like is there nutrition? Is there additional
Right.
things?
So we not only do the fitness component, right, but most of us here are certified fitness nutrition specialists. What that is that we have the background, the certification, and the knowledge to help you work through your fitness goals from a nutrition standpoint. So total fitness is not only about getting up and coming to the gym and working out for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever your goal might be. It's also about eating properly. And what we're going to do is talk to you specifically about what your goals are and what you need to be doing in terms of consumption of food choices to meet those goals. So with anything, it's always the 80-20 rule, right? In this case, it's 80-20 or 70-30, where the higher percentage is going to be the nutrition intake that you're doing, and then the smaller percentage is going to be the exercises that you're and the activity that you're doing on a regular basis. So we're going to give you that direction surrounding what you need to be eating from a protein standpoint, a fat standpoint, and a carbohydrate standpoint. We're also going to be doing something that's called an advanced body composition scan. I don't know what you probably can't see this that well there, but we have a machine that talks to you about your body composition analysis, muscle fat analysis, obesity analysis, segmental lean, and we're going to record that data and take you through all the details of that to make sure that you clearly understand where you are and how you're progressing through the program. So that's our responsibility to you, to make sure that you have a great experience in terms of pursuing your fitness goals here.
Wonderful. I know everyone is very sick of talking about COVID, and I know everyone's running out and getting their vaccines. I hope everyone's running out and getting their vaccines, but let's just touch on COVID for a quick minute. What can you offer folks to know that they're going to be safe when they kind of come in?
Very, very good question. So all the COVID procedures that we have here have actually been in place before COVID was here. So one of the things that we do that's different, obviously, we're state and county mandated to wear masks in the facility. And we have a lot of people that are a little nervous about that, but I can tell you, we see hundreds of people each and every week, and you get accustomed to wearing the mask, okay? So it takes a couple of days for you to get used to it, but it won't be an issue in terms of you working out. Before you come in, we're gonna do a temperature check. We're also gonna take a cleaning solution and scrub the bottom or spray the bottom of your shoes. That's nothing that has to do with COVID. That's something that we've always done to make sure that we protect the floor, which is where everybody's going to be working out, lying down, etc. I can tell you that a pretty healthy number of people, both in Crofton and in Bowie, have already been vaccinated in our studios. So I think we're pretty much ahead of the curve in both counties from that standpoint. But we're taking every precaution that we can to make sure that the equipment is cleaned each and every day, that the floor is sanitized twice a day, and that we make sure that we watch everybody and remind everyone to clean their hands, both upon arriving and exiting the, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Both upon arriving and exiting the facility. I had a call coming in. Both upon arriving and exiting the facility.
All right, so last thought that I'm going to ask you is, all right, I'm thinking I want to do this, but I'm afraid of that term, high intensity interval training. I'm just still a little bit scared. What's your last thing to let people know about just taking care of themselves and getting started?
Try it out. Okay, so with both Bowie and Crofton, we both have a free trial period. In Crofton, you can try us out for 1 full week just to see how you like it. We'll take your medical waiver, as I talked about, ask you some information on your health background, and you can come in and try us out for a full week or 3 to 4 days in Bowie just to see how you like it before you make any commitment. And we encourage you to do that because we want to make sure that you're happy with the program before you make any sort of decisions on whether or not you want to move forward. So you have one goal when you're working with us, and that's to show up, because that's the only way that you can start to build those habits. We're not worried about doing any sort of yo-yo dieting. We're not focused on trying to get you to lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks. We want to teach you a lifestyle. And in order to do that, it's important that you take a little step towards those fitness goals.
Get in the door. All right, well, I have put all the contact information to reach out to you all, at least for the Crofton Fit Body, and I've tagged both of your pages in the description for this. So I'm hopeful that if people want to take the next step to fitness and be a part of their wellness plan, that they will reach out to Coach D or Coach D or anyone over at the Fit Body family in Crofton. You will not be disappointed. Coach D, thank you so much for your time. It was wonderful talking to you today. I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody. Well.
Kristen, thank you so much. Everyone have a wonderful evening. We'll see you soon.
All right, we are offline.